An all-out war has erupted in the drop in GDP growth as estimated by the Niti Aayog. While the government has estimated a robust growth at 6.5%, the Congress has slammed the government, saying that they had ignored economic wisdom, ensuring India's growth slumped from 7.3% to 6.5% in the last year alone. Political slugfest over the same now is peaking. And the face-off over the GDP numbers is only intensifying. The Finance Minister, Arun Jaitely, has taken a dig on the Congress. He's hit right back. Speaking exclusively to Times Now, Finance Minister has said that the NDA has performed better than the UPA. The NDA's worst is better than the UPA's best, that grew at 5.5% and 6.4% in 2012 and 2014. That's the statement coming in from Finance Minister Arun Jaitely. Navika Kumara, Managing Editor Politics, is with us. Navika, Arun Jaitely hitting right back at Rahul Gandhi where it hurts the worst.
Right. In fact, Arun Jaitely giving statistics for statistics, saying that in the new series of the GDP, which came out in 2012, the first 2 years, the UPA performance of GDP growth were in 2012-13, it was 5.5%. In 2013-14, it was 6.4%. In the NDA years, it has gone up from 7.5% to 8% to 7.1% and now 6.5%. So Arun Jaitly saying there very clearly that the best of the UPA was not as good as the worst of the NDA. So what's the Congress really talking about? Also, what Arun Jaitly said is the second parameter, which is that in the NDA era, the growth of the GDP has taken place in the face of negative growth in the world economies, whereas the UPA growth years had seen growth taking place when international growth was on the positive side. So clearly, hitting right back at the Congress party, Arun Jaitly giving statistics for statistics, heating up the GDP debate that's raging on ever since the new estimates of GDP came in. Mr. Arun Jaitly also went on to say that the GDP will close better than 6.5 as per the estimates which have just come out. But even if 6.5 is taken, it is better than the best of the UPA era.
Well, Navika, this entire debate, even in Parliament, around employment, around jobs and several such other aspects of the economy has been seen over the past several months. But once again, with the new GDP figures coming out, this is all set to take center stage as far as the political discourse is concerned.
That's right. At a time when politics is taking a new turn, we are seeing caste politics coming into play and a new kind of politics being undertaken by the Congress party, by the opposition. The core still continues to be jobs, growth and the betterment of the people, and GDP suddenly takes center stage once again. And with these GDP forecasts coming in, it's a head-on battle coming on between the Congress party and the BJP as far as economic performance is concerned. While Rahul Gandhi put out his tweet this year, taking on both Finance Minister Arun Jaitly as well as Prime Minister Narendra Modi and their economic policies, there's the Finance Minister hit right at statistics comparing the UPA era with the NDA era, saying that the UPA best is not equal to the NDA worst. And we'll have to wait and watch where this face-off really leads, because this is certainly not the last we've heard on the GDP debate.
Well, yes, absolutely, Navika. Certainly, of course, this is something that has taken the mainstream political discourse over the past several hours since it has first come out center stage. But where can we expect the debate headed from here? Because clearly what the Congress party will try and take the government on is that the two strategies of GST and demonetization hasn't worked. That's a point that the Congress will try and take on as far as the government is concerned. Navika, stay with us. Let's also listen in to what the Vice Chairman of the Niti Aayog, Rajiv Kumar, told us a short while earlier.
हमारी अब अर्थव्यवस्था में गति फिर से आ गई है, जो कि पिछले 4 साल से और बल्कि उसके पहले यूपीए के जो आखिरी 2-3 साल थे उसमें वो धीरे धीरे नीचे गिरी रही थी। तो हमारी आर्थिक गति वो चीन से ज्यादा ही है, उससे कम नहीं हुई है। और मैं कम से कम मैंने जो आंकड़े देखे हैं उससे तो मुझे ये लगता है कि दुनिया में बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में हमारी हिंदुस्तान की अर्थव्यवस्था अभी भी सबसे तेज गति से बढ़ने वाली अर्थव्यवस्था है और आने वाले सालों में और ज्यादा ही हो जाएगी।
Colleague Prashant is still with us for more on the story. Prashant, clearly, of course, even as the opposition takes on the government or tries to take on the government on the issue of the economy, as they alleged that the two strategies of GST and demonetization haven't worked, the government has come out with a new series of statistics showing that the best performance as far as the UPA was concerned is lower than the worst performance of the current NDA regime.
Well, absolutely, Madhav, and this gives you a sense of how bitter the fight is going to be in the coming days, because remember, the Congress party, right from its campaign days in 2 states election, that of Gujarat and Himachal, they took up demonetization and GST as their main weapon and went into the elections attacking the BJP. And now, once we have the report which showed further slowing down of economy in the coming days, we saw how from the former finance minister, the Congress president, to the senior leaders of Congress party coming out and attacking the BJP government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also Finance Minister over the declining growth rate. So this is something that is going to be, more and more fierce from the opposition camp, and the Congress as a party will also take it up in all other states to portray what party calls it as a failure. But yes, the Finance Minister has now come out and slammed the opposition for criticizing the government and saying that the worst of NDA is even better than the best of the UPA government.
Well, Prashant, stay with us. Let's listen into some political reactions that are coming in on the story.
पूरी दुनिया कह रही है भारत दुनिया के एक बहुत बड़ी इकोनॉमिक पावर हाउस बनने वाली है। आप देख रहे हैं फंडामेंटल्स मजबूत है, पूंजी निवेश सबसे अधिक हुआ है, सड़कें बन रही हैं, डिजिटल हो रहा है और बहुत बड़ी संख्या में आपके नेशनल हाईवे बन रहे हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मजबूत हो रहा है। तो भारत बहुत ही दुनिया की एक बड़ी ताकत बनेगी और कल की जो रिपोर्ट आई है वो तो ये कहती है कि भारत जल्दी ही चीन से आगे निकलने वाला है। तो हम पूरी मजबूती से मोदी जी की अगुवाई में भारत को आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
It is very evident that the economy is in a slowdown, and the finance minister and the Prime Minister of India have completely mismanaged the economy. Clearly, if you look at 15-16, 7.1% is actually 5.1% according to the old series. Similarly, if you look at 6%, 6% is actually 4%, which is the lowest economic growth, possibly going back the last 3 or 4 decades. India grew at about 3.9 to 4%, last in 1979. So there couldn't be greater and grosser mismanagement to the economy.
I predicted that. There's nothing new. You see my interview of in May. I had said so. I had written to the Prime Minister that this is going to happen. You're going to have a continuous decline year after year. Now this is the 3rd year in decline. You see, if some Moody gives some good thing, you claim credit. Well, when something is when bad news comes, also you should own responsibility. That's what I would say to the Finance Minister.
Gated and professed by prominent economists, Congress party and Congress President Shri Rahul Gandhi has now come true. A naive finance minister and an arrogant prime minister have decimated India's growth story and India's economy. The two attacks of Notbandi as also of Gabbar Singh tax, the goods and services tax, implemented unsuccessfully, by the present BJP regime have hit India's economy hard.